Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Old Dominion Monarchs.
What's good, BYM? Coach West out here. We're going to get back and win column after a terrible week 1.
The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Just barely.
That's where you want to start the game. Boy, I feel like this shit's extra loud.
He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. A first down for the offense. That play just never had a chance.
You gotta watch out for his quarterback. He got like a 93 speed or something like that.
Option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic.
Damn, boy, he's so slow.
And he's got it inside
Shit,
the 20.
bro.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of
Receivers are slow, too. Oh, my God.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
All right, let's bring some
2nd
pressure.
down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the
Bring
8.
some more pressure right here. Yeah, bro, like that dude speeds at 85. Ain't no way he should ever run like that.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown.
3:25.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it.
Damn, bro.
And he'll finish the run in the
That's on
end
me.
zone. Touchdown,
Put the
ODU.
safety on him.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This is the second
No
straight
return coming. He'll call for
rain
the fair
game
catch.
we have.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got
There we
room.
go. Place
And they'll
him.
get it
Pick
to
up
the
that drive.
39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets
Yeah, we
ahead
got
of
to play
steam like
South
that,
Florida ball this
so
week.
hard to
We
get
gotta
to
run
the
the ball
ground.
way
That's why
more.
you blitz. That's why you
We
bring
only had
pressure.
5
That's
carries
why you bring more
last
guys in the
week.
box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Okay, so
They
I
move
can't
the
flip
tight
it.
end all over.
That's interesting.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Bro, come on.
They
Hold
bring
the
him down,
block.
and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And the Bulls are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught.
Come on, break tackle, break tackle.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Roll it. Reload. Unlock. Check. Alert. Check. Hey, Cam. Flip.
They go to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Baker. Moving away from pressure. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Coming after it. Dances away. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter.
South Florida, 0.
And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he missed it.
What the fuck?
Good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield.
Come on, bro. Tally right
Tremendous
there.
awareness along the sideline.
Right there,
And the
Tally.
ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Okay, ready?
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Tuna, tuna. Easy.
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get it through the air. Lofts one
What
high
the
and deep.
fuck?
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the left side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Might as well stick with him. At the 45 on his way. Bust through behind his pad. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Getting some heat.
Damn.
Hit hard as
Receivers
he
ran
released
into
the
each
ball
other.
on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab over the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll take it himself.
Bro, fucking
He
block.
gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. try to get it on the ground. How about that
Jesus
defense
Christ,
rising
bro.
up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on
Fucking
4th and
terrible.
short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw.
Damn, Tommy.
He's moving out of the pocket. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
Get set, get set. Tuna. Terrier.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
Oh my God.
And the ball is free. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. And what a missed opportunity for this offense.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If he has to be aggressive, if not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Gets it to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Pressure coming.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible play and a big loss. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw.
Bro, come on.
Incomplete, and they might be fortunate.
Get rid of the fucking ball.
For a fumble, it'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation, who will enjoy this win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for
finally calibrate.
Touchdown Bulls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Monarchs in the hurry up.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away to find some room. They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Setting up the screen. They go
Damn,
up top
why?
to get it down to the
Look at that, he just
5-yard
got
line
one
as they
more
try to
block.
pay off this drive.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Pound 55 weak.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, South Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Okay.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. We're going to looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
South Florida.
And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Go downstairs. Your mommy's here.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Leave me alone.
21. Old Dominion. 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, pick up. Just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Third and short now from their own 48. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback
Damn,
predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Bulls will have it first and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the give off the left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming.
Okay.
Here's the handoff.
Bro, what the hell?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
For like 10.
Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 15 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here.
Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
In the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
14.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 7.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games, and